My name is Afifa Ali Hassan. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Stanmore. My initial reactions when coming back from the programme were just a sense of purpose, a sense of deeper purpose that had come into my life. One of the biggest things was the opportunity to look at oneself objectively and to really analyse your strengths and your weaknesses. What it gave me the opportunity to do as well was to look at some of the things that I thought were weaknesses, but to turn them into strength. And I think in the future it has really shaped the way that I want to live my life, because I really want to, as I said before, integrate my professional life with my community service. And I would really want to get involved in community projects that blend the medical and professional aspect of my life with the social and community service aspect. Women in our community have lost their voice, but what this programme allowed me to do personally as a woman that wanted to go into a leadership position was that it gave me the confidence to know that there are other women around me, there's other sisters, almost a sisterhood of really strong, really committed individuals who wanted to be involved in community development and community leadership. And so what this program allows women to do is it allows them to empower themselves and to find their voice.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sajjad Megji. I'm 27 years old and I come from Stanmore Jamaat. It's difficult to give religion that importance, but going away and coming back definitely gives you that strength and that encouragement to make sure that religion and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is your first point of call. In 2004, I was actually a participant of the trip and I got to experience many things for the first time, being in the interaction and being with the guided scholars, being able to sit with them and talk to them and learn from them, as well as going to places which I had never been to before. That was something that doesn't leave you, and that is something that till this day stays with me. These trips kind of act as that recharge point in our life that we need just to return back to our Lord and just to contemplate on where we are, who we are, or where we're going. The impact of the 2004 trip on me was so immense that I felt that it was something that I wanted to give back now to the community and be there for others the way that my mentors were there for me. So in 2009, I applied and I was, alhamdulillah, accepted to become a mentor in the same very trip, and just to use the experience that I had and facilitate the trip to make sure that others who came on the trip had a really enjoyable experience as well. I definitely, hand on heart, would say that going back there again, either as a participant or even again as a mentor, is something that I would love to be able to have the opportunity to do. Both trips helped me further progress myself, not only in terms of religion, but also in terms of just general understanding and general awareness. So had I not gone on the trip, I'd probably be half the person I am today.
If you take one step towards Allah, He will rush towards you. Morality and spirituality are concepts that are challenged on a daily basis within our society. Having a place that cultivates both of these elements can allow anyone to create that powerful connection to God. You don't have to be big to do big things. The last thing you'd expect to see is a sister in hijab, abseiling or raft building. But developing these skills in a fun and friendly environment allows you to not only get to know yourself, but also build your own sense of spirituality. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be. A lot of the times people get fearful and get nervous about things that they can't do, and from that they pull themselves away and don't do these things. But sometimes if you put yourself out of your comfort zone, you step that little bit further away from what you're comfortable in doing, you can do amazing things and make amazing steps forward. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. When people talk about educational potential, we often assume that this is about academics. However, educational potential is so much more, from valuing and respecting other people's needs and their opinions.
My name's Amirali Mirali and I'm 23 years old and I'm currently from Stanmore Jamaat. To me, sports plays a major part. It is an absolute passion of mine. It truly motivates me. Sport is a lot to do with the mental strength, and you've got to be disciplined within yourself to be able to take that or take your sporting abilities to the next level. From a teaching background, I've had the experience of working with students who come from a background where they don't have access to a community, if I may say. And so I believe they suffer a lot, because when they go home they've got a lot to do that distracts them, rather than, for me, when I was a student, I went home and I remember going to a sporting activity or having a social at the mosque, and for me that was the distraction and kept me away from the sins, if I may say, that may exist out there. Now, sport at the moment acts as a social lubricant, and so when you come together with the rest of the brothers, you get to learn a lot more about them and make yourselves a lot closer, thus promoting brotherhood within the community at the moment. If I give you an example from my personal life, there have been numerous occasions where I've gone, for example, to a wedding in Haydery or to a wedding in Birmingham, but I don't seem to interact with the people in the Jamaat when I go to these sort of occasions. But for some reason, when I go for a sporting event and the same people, and I meet exactly the same people within a sporting field, say football or volleyball, for example, the interaction seems to be a lot easier. And it's just so amazing the way sport plays a major role in promoting brotherhood and interaction within two people. For me, it's been most of my friends at the moment I've met from different Jamaats are through the sporting field. No one's got an excuse not to turn up for these sporting events, because at the moment it's for absolutely every background. You may be Iraqi, Iranian, CoEJ, it doesn't matter, any age group. Everyone at the moment can turn up to this sporting event, so it's got absolutely no restrictions.
Thank you, CoEJ, for allowing me to participate in YLDP. I found my purpose in serving my community and in my profession.
Thank you, CoEJ, for the Bible Ilm short course in Iran. You gave me the opportunity to do my first ziyarat, and you gave me the opportunity to move closer to my Lord.
Thank you, CoEJ, for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this camp and inspire others in a way that will change their lives.
Thank you, CoEJ, for organising the yearly MAMT tournament, because had it not been for these tournaments, I personally wouldn't be the sportsman I am today.